Hello there everyone, I'm James Merrill of the Popcorn Ready podcast, and today's review will be of the Cry Havoc movie. This film is of the horror genre and was released in 2020, with the writer and director being Rene Perez, starring Robert Bronzi as the police officer. The gist of this storyline is basically a serial killer murders for his boss's entertainment, and will the rogue police officer be able to help or stop the serial killer in time? With this review, I'm going to try and zhuzh it up a little bit and give you 3 likes and 3 dislikes, keeping it short, sweet and simple. First up, the setting being out in the wilderness is good. It's not new to the genre or anything else, but again it's sort of believable, and the fact it's on private property that's guarded kind of helps with the realness of the setting. Next up, the main character, other than the police officer played by Robert Bronzi, the evil Havoc. He certainly cuts a menacing figure, especially as he methodically goes about killing his victims that are laid out in front of him in a very old school butcher style, very much reminiscent of the Friday the 13th films and Jason Voorhees. And lastly, on the positives, the killing scenes, or I should say the special effects and makeup of, him wounding and cutting people open with an array of knives and other sort of blunt weapons, is quite effective. Now moving on to the many negatives with Cry Havoc. First up, the sound work is terrible, and the storyline has some massive plot holes which just cannot be filled by anything. Secondly, Bronzi, who also weirdly is like a spitting image of Charles Bronson, the actor, does a bad job in block capital letters. In acting, it's about as wooden a performance as your granny's furniture in the kitchen. It's literally lifeless. It's almost borderline comedic, like, yeah, I'm just shocked. I could act better in this film than him. Lastly, Havoc's character. Albeit some of the highlights of the film do come from him in this very gory slasher movie, it's just so unoriginal, the whole outfit. I mean, it's just a rip-off of Jason Voorhees with some barbed wire around his face. Even the way he moves in that slow, methodic manner doesn't do him any justice, and how no one can hurt him in all the many fights and escapees, I honestly don't know, as he just leaves weapons lying on the floor or hanging off branches everywhere. So, rating-wise, is it sweet or is it salted, people? I'm giving this salted. 3.5 out of 10. As each minute goes by, the movie gets worse and worse. Even though there is some nice little points from the main female actress as well as the Havoc character, I still wouldn't recommend watching this. Cry Havoc, you say? More like cry in your hammock or cry in your hands with laughter. I don't have much more to say. As always, thank you for listening to the channel. Please remember to smash the subscribe button and hit the little notification bell right now. Thank you.